Hello and welcome to marketing91.com. In this video, we are going to cover the topic on cost leadership strategy. Before we proceed any further, do note that we publish 3 marketing videos daily on YouTube, so please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's start with what is cost leadership strategy. The cost leadership strategy requires leading the market or industry in terms of cost. Cost leadership strategy is a part of Porter's generic strategies. It is one of the 3 generic business strategies discussed by Porter in his well-known book, Competitive Strategy in 1980. This means that a company that uses a cost leadership strategy method tries to get increased returns. Moving forward, there are a couple of main ways of gaining cost leadership. First, one can maximize profits by cutting down on cost. The business still asks prices that are the industry average. And the other, it can increase its market share by cutting its price. A decent profit is still made per sale. This is because the costs have been lowered. Moving forward to cost leadership strategy features. Firms that are cost leaders have a few things in common. These are, first, having capital available that can be invested in technology. This will reduce cost. For example, Walmart. Next, having logistics that are efficient. Amazon. And finally, a base that is low cost. The base consists of facilities, materials and labor. In this case, Chinese contract manufacturers. Moving on to cost leadership strategy risk. The biggest risk in using this strategy is that these cost-lowering methods can be used by rivals. These strategies don't belong to any one firm and competitors can copy them. Thus, it is important to find methods for lowering costs at all times. Moving on to cost leadership versus price leadership. Cost leadership is different from price leadership. A company could be the lowest cost producer yet not offer the lowest price products or services. If so, that company would have a higher than average profitability. However, cost leader companies do not compete on price and are very effective at such form of competition, having a low cost structure and efficient management. Moving on, how to achieve cost leadership. First, economies of scale help in achieving cost leadership. An effective production method decreases production cost. A business's size is very important in terms of economies of scale. What this means is simple. The larger a business is, the lesser is its cost. Next, size is advantages. Higher purchasing power is a result of having a large size. This means that if suppliers receive more money, there is a greater chance of extracting deals that are unique that turn into advantages. Next, technology helps cut cost. Innovative and better technologies and ways of manufacturing help a lot when it comes to cutting down cost. This means better the technology that is used by a firm, higher is the possibility of being a cost leader in the long run. Next, focus is important. A business can be a cost leader without being large in size. Let's say a business manufactures only one product. They do this efficiently with maximum focus. It can still turn into a cost leader in that specific segment of the market. In other words, greater the focus a business has on its products, greater is the possibility that it becomes a cost leader in that segment. Next, very important, access to raw materials. Cost can be cut by a large margin if a business has the right basic raw materials. A firm might spend a lot on a specific resource. A different firm might not have to do this. This means that the more a company has access to potential raw materials, the higher are the chances of lowering costs as compared to rivals. And finally, more efficient operations. A greater amount of tasks can be done in a lower time. This also reduces cost. This is a great way of raising efficiency and also lowering cost. In other words, the less time and money a company has to spend while completing a task, the higher is the chance that the company's cost advantage and efficiency increases. Moving on to cost leadership strategy advantages. First, it helps expand market size. A company can earn profits by using the cost leadership strategy. But more than that, the market size for a specific product will also increase. This will happen over a period of time. Next, a business becomes more sustainable. The financial threats to a business go down if the business cost is low. Let's say the market for the specific product goes down. Then business using cost leadership strategy will be safe as there are no huge losses. Third, profit margin may go up. The cost leadership strategy is generally used to make a business more profitable. A product's popularity and recognition goes up due to its low price. A business earns higher revenue than is expected. And finally, competition goes down. The cost leadership strategy raises barriers of entry for competitors in the market. The firm that uses the strategy will create a successful market and become more sustainable. This cannot be altered by the entry of rivals in the market. And finally, cost leadership strategy examples. First, Walmart. Walmart has a strategy of everyday low prices to attract customers. The idea of everyday low prices is to consistently offer products at an attractively cheaper rate than competitors rather than depending only on sales. Walmart has a large scale and efficient supply chain. One of the aspects is Walmart sourcing. They source products from cheaper yet better domestic suppliers and from the low-wage foreign markets. Therefore, the company can sell their items at low prices, profiting off thin margins but high volume. Next, Walmart savings to keep costs down. Walmart size means that small changes yield big results. For instance, switching to LED lights in its parking lot cut its annual energy cost by $200 million. A change in the floor wax it uses cut costs by $20 million a year because the floors need to be buffed less often. Next example, Ikea. The Swedish company Ikea has revolutionized the furniture industry. Ikea sources its products in low-wage countries and offers a basic level of service. While this is a bit more complex than traditional retailers, it allows Ikea to offer lower prices and attain cost leaderships. For instance, Europe happens to be the biggest market for sourcing with 67% share, followed by Asia 30% and North America 3%. The top 5 purchasing countries for Ikea are China, Poland, Italy, Germany and Sweden. Next, Ikea sourcing from India. Ikea has been sourcing from India for its global operation for close to 35 years now. It is working with around 60 suppliers and 400,000 people in the supply chain. And finally, the example of McDonald's. McDonald's has a strategy of offering basic fast food meals at low prices. One of the advantages for them is their employees. They have a division of labor that allows it to recruit and train freshers rather than train cooks. It also relies on few managers. These savings in various processes allows the company to offer its foods for bargain prices. And finally, sourcing. McDonald's also ensures to source raw materials such as potatoes, or French fries obviously, from the local market they are operating in, such as farms in India, Russia and New Zealand where they have their stores. So that's it folks, this brings an end to the topic on the cost leadership strategy. These are some of the sources and links referred to for the content in the video. If you have liked the video, do subscribe to our channel where you'll witness 3 new videos daily. Additionally, if you want to view these videos in an organized manner, you can visit freecourses.net where all our videos are arranged in the form of courses. Thank you and see you in the next video.